This video is sponsored by The Process Life. Go over and check out our new arrivals. And since you are part of our wonderful Process Life family, use discount code NEWARRIVALS20 to get 20% off all journals, journal sets, or gift sets store-wide. Chantel says, hi, do you believe God hides his daughters until the right time?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a video on that. I had been in my house since 2003.
Yeah.
And when I met him in 2008, we got married in 2009.
Right.
Do the math.
All right. She got it now. She getting it.
When we met and we finally, you know, he invited me over because he wanted to cook me dinner, and all this.
That's when we were recording.
We was recording, y'all.
Right.
We had no idea how close we were actually staying. So the moral of the story is,
yes, sir.
Stay encouraged because you never know. God has the person for you in His own perfect timing.
Yeah.
And
it's going to blow your mind.
It's going to blow your mind because it may be somebody right up under your nose. It's not for you to go look. It's not for you to go search.
Listen, babe, not to cut you off, but the minute you tell them that,
that's why I'm like.
The minute you tell them that, they're gonna start thinking.
Don't be looking around.
They're gonna start thinking, "Oh, girl, I wonder if." Oh,
no.
See, no.
We talked about how God will hide you. We talked about how he was right down the street from where I stayed.
Didn't even know.
Around everything, gas stations, and never bumped into each other.
Never bumped into each other.
Was in the same, organization. Never saw each other like that. So yes, and I also want to say this, Chantel. I said this before. You don't have to position yourself either.
Please don't do that.
Because God knows where you are.
Yep.
You're not lost, my dear. And the one that God has for you, God knows where he is too. So when it's time, he knows how to get y'all and come through the pathway to meet. Just like Vito and I. Can you make a video on positioning yourself to be found?
Sure we can.
By your
We don't made a video.
spouse.
We made a video and have a good day. See you later. Bye.
All right, you guys, in regards to positioning yourself, it depends on what type of spouse you're talking about.
Come on now.
If you want to position yourself for a spouse that the world has for you, that the enemy has for you, if you want to position yourself for counterfeit spouses,
put yourself right there.
Do what you want to do.
Do it.
Be where you want to be.
Go where you want to go. Girl. Show all your stuff. Show everything, huh?
Don't consult God. Don't do any of that. So you can. So technically, you can position yourself for a spouse if that's what you want. If a spouse is what you want, you can position yourself for a spouse. People do it all the time.
All the time. I love the way. I just love the way you kind of. Really, you could have emphasized that your spouse.
Right. It'll be yours.
Your spouse. It will be your spouse. It won't be the spouse that God sent.
Right.
But it's going to be your spouse based on you choosing that spouse, based on you accepting that person, based on you thinking that you can change that person. Oh, they'll be all right. I'm going to change it. They're going to change once we get married. Yeah, your spouse. Right. I think when a person says that if they want to position themselves, how do they position themselves?
To be found by a spouse.
That's a fleshly act anyway. That means that you have already been thinking, what can I do to put myself in a position to be noticed?
Oh.
If I can put myself in a position to be noticed, and what my wife is saying, my beautiful queen is saying, is that whatever you're desiring, you're definitely going to attract. So when you do that, you're going to attract someone in the flesh because you are in the flesh. So you're going to attract whatever it is that you are, the vibe that you're giving off, that's what you're going to attract. If you're in the flesh, you're operating in your flesh. If your flesh is the one that's basically motivating you, and you're giving in to your flesh by allowing your flesh to control you to do that act of putting yourself in a position to be found and to be noticed by a man, then therefore that flesh is going to attract a man who is thinking the same thing. What can I do to put myself in the position to find the wife who I desire to marry?
There she is.
And flesh connect with flesh is nothing but going to birth flesh. That's basically what it's going to be. Flesh and flesh is going to birth flesh.
Right. So, and you understand, when you're walking in the Spirit, you will attract the things of the Spirit.
Yes.
You will attract peace,
Yeah.
joy, long suffering. All these things are the fruit
Contentment.
of the, yeah,
satisfied.
Exactly. The fruit of the Spirit, y'all. It has nothing to do with things and being materialistic. Those are byproducts that God blesses us with because He loves us and He just want to give it to us.
Yes.
We don't have to be found because God already knows where we are.
That's right.
Think of it like that. You don't have to be found.
Yes.
Because technically you're not lost. God sees you. God sees him. God knows where he is. God knows where you are. God knows what he wants. God is not lost. He's not blind.
Y'all better sow a seed to her right now.
He know exactly.
Hold on. Y'all better sow a seed to her right now. That right there, don't y'all ever ask how y'all can be found. God doggone, y'all. Where they need to send the money at? They need to send the money to you.
It's in the description box. You so stupid.
Yeah, that right there, say it again. Say it again, because I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you correctly. You need to say it again.
Like I said.
Yes.
You don't need to be found because you're not lost.
Oh my
God.
God.
Exactly where you are, sweetheart.
So if you feel like you need to be found, does that mean that you lost?
Right.
Oh, that means that your relationship is not intact where it should be.
Your relationship is lost.
Oh my goodness. Because Adam, he was lost. When he was in sin, Adam, where art thou? I don't see you no more. You in sin. I'm just saying.
When God saw them and they knew where God was, they were in obedience to God.
Yes, they were.
It wasn't until they were in sin they started hiding.
And start doing things on their own.
Exactly. Being disobedient when they ate the apple that God told them not to eat.
It wasn't an apple, baby. It was a fruit. It was a fruit.
Whatever God told them to do, and they decide to do it anyway, it's called disobedience. I'm saying it was a fruit, a sex, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what it was.
Didn't I tell you that?
Then they decide to hide themselves.
Yes, they did. And he said, where art thou?
But let me tell you something. Even then, although God said that, God still knew.
He still knew where they were.
He still knew where they were.
Yes.
So even if you want to be lost,
he still know where you are.
So you're always found, mommy. You're always found. You will always be found.
Yeah.
God knows where you are. He knows where you are in your heart.
Yeah.
In your mind.
Yeah.
In your life.
Yeah.
So until that gets positioned right.
There you go.
Until you position yourself in that alone, knowing God sees me, I don't have to be found. People think they got to go out and do something. They got to go out to be found, put their makeup on, and do what God told you. If God told you to go down to the library and read a book on XYZ, and you do it, guess what? What if that man is across the way and he's an obedient too in that same library reading a book about XYZ? I'm just saying, it's a library. It could be a gas station. Whatever God is telling you to do, He will let Him position you, not you position yourself. But you just keep it moving, and God will send. You don't have to worry about it. God will send the right one if that's His will. At his right time.
He will prepare your heart, and at the same time he will prepare the husband that he's choosing for you. God works and he synchronizes everything the way he desired things to be. It's like a machine. He does everything in order. He has already planned how he's going to do it. Again, the key word my wife said, and I don't know if you caught it, she said, if it's his will. And if it's his will, you're not going to have to first of all, if it's his will, you're not going to miss it. But what I'm saying is that God knows the process of each and every one of us and what we must go through in order for him to fulfill the assignment that he has chosen for you that will bring glory to his name. What else we got, babe?